Meantime, we want to give you this live look right now outside the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Of course, former President Trump's new running mate, J.D. Vance, just wrapped up his first public address since being named to the ticket. His speech tonight largely aligning with the convention theme of the day, Make America Strong Again, focusing on foreign policy and support for foreign wars. Here's NBC's Alice Barr.
Former President Trump greeting his supporters tonight before ceding the spotlight to his political heir apparent, newly announced vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance, the first-term Ohio senator introducing himself to a national audience and an energized convention crowd. What do you think J.D. Vance brings to this ticket?
Well, he brings youth, that's for sure. You know, he's about a year older than I am. A lot of strength and fervor. I think he's going to be a great protege for Trump.
The one-time Trump critic, now a fierce America First ally. He backs hardline policies on issues from immigration to abortion and opposing additional aid for Ukraine. A Marine veteran who served in Iraq. Senator Vance laying out his personal story, growing up in rural poverty, detailed in a best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy. Vance is the first millennial on a major party ticket in a race between the two oldest presidential nominees, rocked by the horrific assassination attempt against former President Trump.
My father came under literal fire as an incredible patriotic rally turned into a tragedy.
And on the Democratic side, deep concerns over President Biden's fitness. Tonight resurfacing with news of his COVID diagnosis. He says he's feeling good and working while isolating. Several convention speakers questioned President Biden's strength.
Father Time has not been kind to Joe Biden.
On a night themed Make America Strong Again, that saw Gold Star families who lost loved ones in the Afghanistan withdrawal take the stage.
There has been a deafening silence from the Biden and Harris administration.
A somber and powerful moment amid a night of celebration for the Republican Party ticket. In Milwaukee, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Now, you heard a bit of an introduction to Mr. Vance there in that piece. Tonight, though, we wanted to dive deeper into this relative newcomer to the political scene and his Senate track record to see what insights it might show on his platform and leadership. We can tell you his political resume isn't that lengthy. Vance has been a senator for a year and a half, and it's the first political office he's ever held. But in that short time, he has been a vocal critic and outright opponent of American aid for Ukraine in its fight against the Russian invasion. He has said he is opposed to virtually any proposal for the U.S. to continue funding the war. On abortion, after Ohio voters approved a constitutional amendment protecting abortion access, Vance urged Republicans to support a federal ban on abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. That stance is different from Trump's position that the issue be left to the states. However, political science experts say VP candidates' policy stances tend to follow the lead of the presidential candidate once they join a ticket.
Some conservative stances, like on abortion, J.D. Vance is there. In fact, if anything, he's moderating a bit now to align more with Donald Trump and the new Republican platform on the issue of abortion, making it more of a state issue. J.D. Vance's case maybe backing away from where he's gone further on abortion in the past.
While a senator, Vance has shown a willingness to work across the aisle on some issues. He and Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown introduced the bipartisan Railway Safety Act following the toxic train derailment in East Palestine. He and Brown also called for federal disaster relief for Ohio after destructive tornadoes this spring, and the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative Act was an effort alongside Democratic Senator Debbie Stabenow.